It's usually very risky to start a company with products of very expensive prices. Apple figured it out how to do that because it was quite reasonable. And that's what we are going to discuss in the third episode of the Jam series, in which we bring you content which just takes a minute. iPhones are really expensive. Do I even have to say that? Like, I agree they are of good quality and all, but is it really necessary to pay $1,000 for that Apple logo? Let's say, for example, compare the Samsung's S10 Plus, which is $800, and the so-called cheap iPhone XR, which is $750. Can someone teach Apple what does cheap mean? For finding the reason, I had to change the perspective. We always compare their sales price, but now let's compare their cost, or the money Apple spends for their products. Let's again take Samsung for example. Skip their bodies part. Let's see what their processors are worth. Samsung buys its processors from Chinese manufacturers while Apple creates its own processors. For example, A13 Bionic chip and all, which requires a whole different set of labor and salaries. Well, then you say, I forgot about Exynos, but I'm not gonna talk about it because it's pretty young. While talking about software, Samsung has its software prepared by Google, which is Android OS. Apple makes its own iPhone operating system, iOS, by again different set of labor and salaries. Don't even compare the retail. Have you ever seen Samsung sell their products in fancy buildings like Apple does? You know it costs a lot of money. So stop bragging about their prices. It was your choice to buy the iPhone. So was it to watch the third episode of the Jam series. Thanks for that. Have a nice day and make sure you come back for the fourth one.